I know we're going to meet soon, but I wanted to go ahead and make a little intro video for you to give you an idea of what's going to go on in our class and what's expected of you. My name's Erin Collier. I'm going to be your instructor this semester, and I look forward to working with you. This is Pre-Calculus Algebra, 16-week course. So hopefully that's what you're planning on. I just want to go through some things, go through the tabs here in Moodle, kind of show you how to get around and what you need to know. So this first day of class tab is what's going to come up when the first time you pull up Moodle on Wednesday. And you can see you need to read your syllabus, watch the intro videos, this is going to be one of them, and complete the enrollment verification activity. And I'll tell you more about that in a bit. Here we have the Moodle MyMathLab registration instructions. The thing with that is that you have to enroll in MyMathLab from Moodle. Do not, I repeat, do not use the registration instructions that they give you in the bookstore for MyMathLab. Okay, that is very important. If you do that, then things are going to be very messed up and hard to fix. So please make sure that you're using the instructions here and the instructions that I show in my MyMathLab video. Make sure that you're accessing MyMathLab correctly. We'll look at that more in a second. So here's some links for how to sign up for MyMathLab. And some students had some problems with their settings and cookies, I think, in their computer about assignments not showing. So this is how to fix that in case that happens to you. There's an intro to MyMathLab video here that tells you how to navigate MyMathLab, what kind of resources and help is available for you there, how to get to the assignments and everything. So please do watch that video. And then this is your syllabus quiz. So after you've taken the syllabus, probably after we meet, you can take that quiz. You can take it as many times as you like. I'd like you to get a 100 on it. It does count as a grade. And it's just asking you questions from the syllabus and from what we've talked about and things like that, what's expected of you. Here, you can introduce yourself if you'd like to the class. Just type a little something in this forum and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. If you have anything a little more personal, you'll want to email me. Okay, so let's go through our tabs. So the first tab up here is course information. There's my name and my email and my office hours. Now, yes, I have an office on the Ash campus, but I won't be at it. We're working from home. So my office hours are via Teams online, and I'll show you how to get to that. And I don't have a phone number since I'm not on campus, but I respond to email very quickly. And I can always set up a Teams or Collaborate session with you if we need to talk. So just shoot me an email and watch for a response. There's a little welcome from me here, so please do read through that because it'll tell you some important information. There's 2 spots for the syllabus. They're the same. This is the Moodle version where you can go through each item and look one at a time, or you can click here and see the syllabus for our class and even print it out if you like and put it in your binder. There's some college policies and resources here that you can read through in case you may need something during the semester. The next tab is for tutoring. You will have a required tutoring session to complete within the first few weeks of class. And this is where you'll go to schedule. We will go over how to schedule tutoring. I just want to make sure that you can do it and you're comfortable and know where to go to get help. Then there's more information. Oh, there's our tutor actually right there, Richard, that will be joining us sometimes in class, and he'll be easy for you to access. Okay, sorry. But there's more information about the Academic Support Center and how to do things. Oh, I've got to get rid of that because we're not doing that right now. But you can go through here and look at what the options are for you. The next tab is the mandatory first assignment. It is mandatory. If you don't complete this assignment by, I need to change the date there. I think I changed it for the wrong class. Yours is due on the Friday the 15th. If you don't complete this first assignment by Friday the 15th, you will not be allowed to stay in this class, period. So you must complete it. It is very, very short, 2 or 3 questions, not anything difficult. It won't take you but a minute. So I'd go ahead and do it today or tomorrow and get it over with so you don't forget. Then we'll skip down to the calendar tab. Now what this is this is what you're going to look at, and you should get a copy of these in your packet from the bookstore too. But this is what you're going to use to plan for this course for the entire semester. You can see I've already got everything planned out, and if something changes, of course, I'll let you know. But you can see here on Thursday, after we meet for class, you're going to be expected to watch the first video. You'll take notes on that first video. In your packet that you pick up from the bookstore will be a copy of all your notes. And so most of the notes you won't have to write down, just the examples that you'll fill in. So that will save you a lot of time and a lot of, well, hurting your hand by writing too much, okay? So you'll watch the video, take the notes, and complete the first homework on Thursday. Or Friday. You can see I don't have anything for Fridays, so you could always put Thursday off for Friday if you needed to, and work on things on the weekend as needed. You can always work ahead too. On Monday, I'm going to want you to start on the first lab. I'll show you where that is in a minute. The first one is located in Moodle. Some of the labs are printed in your packet, and you will actually write on them and upload them back to me. So we'll talk more about how to do that later. You'll also schedule your tutoring appointment that day, and it has to be completed, your tutoring session, by the 26th. Let me see how long. 1 30-minute session, at least 30 minutes for one time for your tutoring session, just to give you an introduction to your tutor and the Academic Support Center. Okay, so Tuesday after class, you can see the syllabus quiz is due. Your first homework is due. Assignments are always due by midnight or 11:59 p.m. So make sure you give yourself plenty of time. If you log on for the first time at 11:30 and don't get done, or your computer stops working, then you have just missed an assignment. You can always complete your homeworks late, but you won't get credit. Then after you hopefully you've already completed the homework before Tuesday anyway, so you've had plenty of time to ask me questions if you need to. And then on Tuesday, you'll watch the video for section 2 and take notes and complete that homework. Down here in italics, you can see it says 1 video due before class. That means that I expect you to have watched the first video by at least before class on Tuesday. You do get grades for these videos. It's 10% of your grade. So you will, one, want to watch them for grade. Two, you'll need to watch them so you'll know how to do stuff. We don't have time for me to lecture much in class, so you'll watch all the lectures out of class. And then during class, we'll usually spend time on labs. Like if you don't finish that lab on Monday, that's fine. We'll probably spend a little bit of time on Tuesday with it. And if we don't have time, this one's not too hard, so you should be able to figure it out on your own. But we usually spend class time on labs because they're a little more difficult than homework. Then if we have time to work on homework, we do. Then you can see Wednesday, you're expected to watch the third video, take your notes, complete the third homework. Thursday, watch the fourth video, complete the notes and the homework, and you have had to have watched the second and third videos for the second and third sections before class on Thursday. So that's an idea of how to read the calendar. We'll go through that more later. Due dates are in bold, as you can see here. And let's go on to the next tab. Under the Resources tab is your link for My Math Lab. This is where you will go to sign up for My Math Lab, and this is how you'll access it each time you're completing your homework or test. There's some other things in here if you need them, like graph paper and instructions for My Math Lab. There's the video again. These are your handouts and labs. They're already included in your packet, so you don't need that unless you, heaven forbid, lose your packet. Then you would have to take the responsibility of printing them out on your own. Then there's this intro to My Math Lab video. We've already talked about that. You can watch that. You'll watch this later on and towards the end of the next week of class, which will show you one option for how to turn in your written labs. If you click on this title, it will also, there's several other options on here that you can read through. But you won't need that for a week or so. Also, there's another option, scanning with your iPhone. If you've got an iPhone, that's the easiest way. And I assume there's a way to do it on Android. I just don't know it because I don't have one. Then there's more My Math Lab help. This is a little section that tells you how you can be successful in this class. If you read through this, if you are doing all these things, then you're going to pass this class with no problem. If you're not, then that is why you're struggling. So make sure that you read through that throughout the semester and make sure that you're doing what you need to. There's a link for college resources that you can go to if you need any additional assistance from the college in any way. The collaboration tab is next. This very first thing here, link, is how we will meet for our classes. So you'll click on that Thursday morning, first thing, before 8:20, and we will meet there. And then on my office hours, you reach me during my office hours by clicking on this link. You may have to download Teams, so be aware of that, but that is free to you. Course announcements will be listed here. Of course, they'll be sent to you by email too. Make sure you're checking your email at least once a day, because I'll send out reminders and reach out to you by email. So that is very, very important. That's our method of communication. And then this is an area if you want to ask questions of your fellow classmates or try to find someone to work with. You can go in here. I don't necessarily check that. If you need help from me, you email me. This is the tab where all our labs are located. You'll also submit your proof of the first tutoring session here. And the first lab, you'll just click on it and you complete it in Moodle. Then when we get down to the fourth lab, that's one that's printed, and we'll talk more about how to complete that and upload that later. The next tab is for your notes. I'm requiring you, of course, to take notes, but I'm also requiring you to give me your notes. So even though this might be a little time consuming, especially the first time getting used to it, you're going to, just like you would upload a lab, save your notes as a PDF for me and upload it to me so that I know that you are doing what you need to do to be successful in this class. It's very important that we are on top of that. And the notes are 10% of your test grade each unit. So very important. Then here's where you'll go to see the videos and take your notes. So you can see here Unit 1, the first section, you'll click here, and that will take you to a program called Echo that will have the video pop up for you. You can see this first one's only 17 minutes long, so that's nice. But there are some that'll be 30 minutes. You might even hit an occasional video that's an hour. Reason for that is because I go over a lot of examples, which I think is to your benefit, because the more examples you see and I have written down, the more prepared you're going to be for your assignments. So you will be required to watch the entire video, take notes, writing down everything. You do get a grade for your videos also. By clicking on this link and watching it completely, it will tell me how much of the video you watched, and you will get a grade for that. That's 10% of your grade for this class is watching the videos. So easy 10% of your grade, or not good if you don't watch them. Then down at the bottom of the unit, there's a fact sheet here that I'll go over more later, but basically it's everything you need to know for the unit. You'll have your review here for the unit that you can use, and I will post solutions after we review in class, which we usually do as Jeopardy or something like that. Then you can see all our units are listed here and the final. And then there is a frequently asked questions tab. The first question is, do you accept late work? No, never. No late work. So make sure that you are submitting everything on time and getting started in enough time to complete things and ask questions. Pretty much the last thing I want to talk about with you guys, and we'll talk about this in class too, there are 30 of you guys in this class, which is too much, but we didn't really have a choice because there were a lot of you that had to take this class and some of you to graduate, and so we're ending up with 30 in this synchronous class. What that's going to do is I'm not going to have as much time in class to spend with you during our synchronous sessions as I would if, say, there were only 20 of us in the class. What that means for you is that you need to take the responsibility to reach out to me when you have a problem, whether it be in class by raising your hand and collaborate, or chatting with me, or emailing me, or meeting me during my office hours. We may set up some study sessions that could be even required because of the size of this class. But the big thing there is that it puts the additional responsibility on you of having to take the responsibility to reach out to me. I can't see you unless you have your video on. I can't see you know, if you're in distress about something. You have to tell me, okay? So that's going to be the big thing there. You have to tell me when you need help so that I'll know. Because if you don't tell me, I won't know. Okay, well, that's pretty much all we needed to look at before class started. And we will go over this more in the first few days. And I look forward to meeting all of you, and welcome to our class.